Speech, I will be sharing with you how interpersonal communication can positively influence your personal and professional life. Let's start by getting more familiar with the term interpersonal communication. West and Turner state in their writing that interpersonal communication is the process of meaning or messages, transactions between two people who work towards creating and sustaining shared meanings. This could involve a serious, playful, or quick exchange of information between you and another person you encounter in your everyday walk of life. There are many different types of interpersonal communication, which determine the quality and impact it has on the message being delivered and received. The sender must always ensure the message is being delivered in a clear and informational manner to get the point across properly. It is very important to share ideas and knowledge to where the listener is able to keep interest. It is very important to consider the quality, knowledge, and skills presented during interpersonal communication, because every message has an important meaning and interpretation. It is your responsibility to properly distribute the message through interpersonal communication, whether it be verbally or non-verbally. The quality of interpersonal communication can always be perfected, and the more knowledge you acquire about the meaning and different aspects of interpersonal communication, the better quality of the message you are perceiving and delivering. I myself have acquired a new understanding of interpersonal communication and how important it is to better the skills I currently possess. Throughout past experiences, I have learned that my skills of listening and communicating with clarity are slacking in some areas. When speaking to a person of a different culture, you must take into effect their beliefs, habits, and cultural backgrounds and upbringing. An open mind is key to proper communication. I'm now better able to inquire these aspects into my own understanding of interpersonal communication and think before I speak to better the quality of my message. I have learned that I have not always made the right choices of how to control myself during an argument and how to better maintain my reactions through my choice of conflict management. I have also fallen a victim to selective listening and relational significance of a message, which is something I have been and am continuing to work on. If someone is communicating a message, they deserve full attention along with acknowledgement and feedback that they are being listened to and heard. I now notice that I am speaking to someone whether or not they are listening to what I'm saying or just pretending. I have noticed that if I am speaking to a friend, I tend to subtly quiz them if I think they are zoning out by asking a question to regain their interest or concentration. I have become more aware of how my messages and nonverbal actions while sending a message can increase the point of what I am trying to say and keep their interest. Spiral communication is a form of communication one must always try to avoid, for it is a message being delivered but not properly processed. This creates confusion and poor message quality for both the sender and the receiver. I have come into contact with many different occasions of spiral communication, whether it be on my end or the other person's. This can be avoided by better listening skills on both ends and ensuring the message is coming across with clarity. It is never bad to give feedback or ask for feedback to ensure understanding. One must always understand and ensure that information they are giving is factual and can be interpreted easily for the listener. Being the listener, this is also a form of interpersonal communication. Being open to the ideas and messages being delivered rather than selective listening is key to proper interpersonal communication. Selective listening is only hearing what you want to hear, which could deter you from the major point of the conversation. Stereotypes are another common and unconscious communication form commonly found in cultural interpersonal communication, and to describe gender identities, which should be a form of communication one must steer away from to avoid dispute or arguments. Stereotypes can be very insulting and deter someone from wanting to continue to listen to what you're trying to say. These are all skills that need to be taken into consideration when practicing interpersonal communication in your professional and even personal life. Improving interpersonal communication will positively change the community, nation, and even the world for many reasons. One of the problems in our world is the understanding of different cultures and being able to keep an open mind to other beliefs and differences. Interpersonal conflicts cause misunderstandings and arguments among many people, nations, cultures throughout the world. If there were better interpersonal communications and even more communication between these different cultures and people, we could form a more accurate solution on how to solve issues or better handle situations instead of mirroring each other's negative behavior. Listening and understanding has become a lacking characteristic among many people in our world, which makes them shut out certain aspects of a life they do not know. An increase in interpersonal communication quality could better the relationships formed with different cultures to create a stronger bond as human beings and not focus on just the difference in a negative aspect. Thank you.